Okay, so what is the height of the London Eye?
Look, I haven't...
What is the height of the London Eye, Minister?
I don't know the height of the London Eye.
So you would fail the test?
I'm confident that I would be able to pass the test, absolutely. I'm a proud Brit, I've served the country, I've been to war for the country.
Could you just tell this committee what relevance it is to anybody who wants to integrate in this community to know what the height of the London Eye is?
I don't disagree, and this is where, when it comes up again in 2027, if I'm still in post, even if I'm not, I will take a keen interest in making sure this is right and that it does reflect what people need to know when they're living in the country.
Well, I can tell you one thing, this committee will still be here in 2027 and will follow you up on that.
Absolutely.
Lord Bark.
We wanted our views. Why don't you scrap it altogether and spend that money, or whatever resource there is on it, on having better citizenship ceremonies? I mean, really important. You said so yourself. The act of citizenship is a really important thing. I think we all agreed on that. Wouldn't that money be much better spent on something that's been, as the chairman has said, derided up and down for a long time now?
Chair, can I just clarify, that's not a committee's view, that's Lord Barks.
I express my view.
I take your point. There's of course a contract in place. I'd like to make it better if there's an opportunity to do so in the future.
Can I just ask,
Just Lord Moores first.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to... I'm a bit baffled by something. Something I should have mentioned earlier. So you mentioned in relation to this cohort of ILR, and we should say that they are very much in the firing line, but this cohort of people are providing, need areas in our economy, the NHS, care, hospitality. Some of them are creating jobs. Now, they're much younger than Britain as a whole. They are far, far less likely to claim benefits than Britain as a whole. And they're very economically active and don't tend to use the NHS. Now, how can that turn into figures which show that there is a 10 billion drain when, and this is the bit I should have said earlier, which is that your own department's figures are showing a net fiscal benefit of this cohort every year up till 2045. Is that not the case?
No, total skilled work, not for the... if you look at the Migration Advisories Committee report on fiscal impacts, it looks specifically at the health and social care visa below RQF level 6. So broadly what was opened up to adult social care, and there is a net lifetime cost to that cohort, and overall in the MAC report, dependents across all the skilled routes are a net cost over their lifetime. So I think there are distinctive factors about the below RQF level 6 healthcare workers that are different, both in terms of demographics, number of dependents, that are different to other elements of the skilled worker, and that is set out in the MAC's report, which also says that temporary migration is more beneficial for the UK from that cohort than settlement.
In relation to Baroness Hughes' request about putting something in writing, can you say what your departmental figures are? Because it kind of makes sense as to what I think they are, because all the committee wants, I'm not making a point about, you can dislike people in ILR if you want, that's up to you, that can be our policy, fine. What? But the issue is, we need to tell the British public what the facts and data are, objectively as we can. And when there are facts and data, fiscal data, which is clear, then isn't it a bit worrying that we're not telling the British public before we make a decision? It may be after that we tell them, they may still want to put pressure on people in Ireland. That's fine, but shouldn't we be doing that?
So we have published that and set it out, and that was part of the Home Secretary's, and it was the transparency data was it was referred to as part of the published materials around it. And obviously, as the Minister said, we have made no final decisions on the route to settlement for those cohorts or transitional provisions, because that is subject to the consultation.
And I'll just add, we don't dislike people on ILR.
No.
And when we're making assessments...
Sorry, but there are 10 billion drain?
When we're making assessments around economic migration, we must consider the economy. The economics of it, and of course this has been laid out, the workings have. You're not wrong in saying that there are many people who are contributing in other ways, and this is a part of the consultation to ensure that that's captured, because we are looking at a system that's fair as well. So it has to benefit Britain and our country economically, but of course that fairness has to be built in. So we're looking at all of that within the consultation.
I think my point is the British public might start disliking them if they think they're a massive fiscal drain when the facts are actually showing that they're a net fiscal benefit.
We have to be transparent in the decisions we're making, and we are talking about the economy here.
Baroness Buscombe, then Baroness Hughes.
Thank you. Just a really quick one. I can't remember how